Hello, Transformers fans, and luckily enough, I have another upgrade for you. Yes, it is the Perfect Effect Perfect Combiner PC21 upgrade kit for Volcanicus. And I am very lucky to have gotten this in the mail so quick. I ended up getting a hold of the guys where I made the pre-order through, and ended up getting specialized shipping. I did not expect it to come after, about 24 hours though. I paid 2 days shipping for it, so I was expecting it to actually be here by Monday, but no, within 24 hours, it is here. So, good thing. Good thing. So, I mean, this is like the more standardized, old school style box we would normally see from Perfect Effect. And, yeah, it just gives you the, the feet and how to, transform everything. The hands seem to have a little bit of a different transformation than their normal hands usually end up doing. So if you do happen to notice that little bit of different transformation, it's probably just because of the size of the hands themselves. So, yep. And then I got one of the new feet right here. I already have the other one basically transformed for part of the Dino mode. Alt mode kind of thing. But I mean, you notice, I mean, it's kind of like a standardized Perfect Effect foot. It's pretty cool. It's got like the dino spikes on here and the gold paint right up in the front. And pretty much a really nice detailing molded right in there. I mean, it is kind of, like, not overly detailed, but still nice, Obviously, still got the guns just laying out the back. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just gray plastic with the gold paint, and then the silver paint for, the guns. Pretty straightforward. So, I mean, there we have that. And then we got the hands done in all black. I kind of wish that maybe these hands did have some paint on them. Some gold, or gold and silver, or gold, silver, and red, just, like highlight that they're not just a straightforward black. But I mean, the only thing that kind of outweighs this is the fact that they're actually kind of big and beefy. So, a little straightforward, but, there we go. And, well, before I start that, let's get a closer look at this. And pretty much what we'd expect from Perfect Effect hands. Got a little bit of molded and detailing there, most of it right up on these hand spikes here for them. And fully articulated. They don't splay out at all unless, you kind of like pop that apart, but then, you get the gapping right there. But they do have a hinge right here at the base, and then a hinge right here at that one knuckle, along all of them right there. All fingers are exactly the same length. And then the thumb has the ball joint here, and then a hinge right here. So, I mean, it'll be pretty articulated for the most part. You can actually like put the fingers in different positions if you really wanted to for like your shots or your poses or whatever. You know, it'll work. It'll definitely work. And then we'll just do the little bit of transformation here. And see, this is the thing that is kind of like blowing my mind. I would have thought that this would have been the handle. According to the instructions on the back of the box, this is not the handle for the guns, even though the piece is in there. Yeah. Instructions say to do this, and then turn this all the way down, and then this part of the thumb actually becomes your handle. And then you flip the fingers around in the back, and then do that. And that becomes an even thicker gun than what we're usually used to. But that is the transformation on the box. The thumb is the handle. So I guess, yeah, a little bit different, but there we go. And there we go for that one. I mean, bit thicker, you know. Probably will only look quite substantially out of the ordinary if you were using it for like above shot poses or below shot poses or whatever. But you know, if you were doing it from the sides, yeah, you would never even realize it, because I mean, all you would really see is like the fingers as like the blaster holes, and then the little bit of details on the side. So I guess you got that right there. And yes, if my voice does sound a little bit different from the other video and this video, it is because I am getting over a cold. I was definitely just recently sick. So that's the reason why, if you guys couldn't actually tell it was me by my voice, just because of that. So don't worry, it is still definitely me. Between the last video and this, I do definitely feel a heck of a lot better. So there we go. And that's just a shot of the foot again. And we will bring out the Grimlock with the Perfect Effect pieces on it. And I will not be doing a comparison in Dino mode with the Perfect Effect compared to the Transform G-Wave. That is just the normal Grimlock. I can do that when I actually do that video, because I will be doing a comparison video between the Perfect Effect and this. I mean, I could, but I mean, it's just, you know, like Dinobot size. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, except obviously, you know, the tail right here is a little further out. Actually, you know what? I don't really have to do that. Here. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. Let me just transform this other Grimlock back into Dino mode really quick, and then we'll get the difference, because it's not that much of a difference, to be completely honest. So there's no real point in waiting. It's just that his tail is going to look a little bit further out, and, you know. Obviously, you know, his Dino mode legs are going to be a little bit beefier and probably look like he's standing a little bit further down and whatnot, but that's primarily all it's going to end up being. Hey, there we go. Whoop. Let me get his legs a little more situated right there. And there we go. So, I mean, yeah, because apparently he doesn't change for that upgrade, so it's pretty much the same natural Grimlock itself, straight from Hasbro or Takara. And yet, see, the only difference is the legs or arms, whichever mode he happens to be in, and because of the extensioners, his tail is a little bit further out. And that is the only difference in Dino mode. So, there we have that. And this is the configuration right here for the Perfect Effect kit right here. It tells you to take the chest pieces right here, and you just pop it into the back piece via that tab and that slot and this clip and that slot. Obviously this is going to go in very considerably easy, and then you just have to make sure you push the tab in. And then you got the feet gun, and they just go into these ports right up here. This one is a much more stable connection for some reason than this one is. I don't really know why, but there we go. And it does say to keep this piece on. You can keep it on for all transformation, actually. You don't actually have to take it off again. And then you just tab it in there. I mean, it's not really like the... It will... This piece will actually end up popping off. You know, for no good reason, I guess you could end up calling it. Just for the sake that it, you know, it doesn't want to stay in place. So... I mean, yeah. I mean, there we go. And don't mind me, I am just putting the other Grimlock back into his robot mode, if you happen to hear that in the background. So, but yeah. And I'm just doing primarily what was given in like the little bit of pictures that were given online. And on the back of the boxes or on the instructions, because for the most part it doesn't really say, other than like Grimlock here, who gets what sword. So, and then even then, I mean, this is primarily like the only other alt mode right here on Slag. I mean, that's like the only other alt mode you end up seeing is him with that on there, with the original Hasbro Volcanicus feet on the sides. And then, not the same little, that's not a Titan Master, that's the Perfect Effect Jinrai right there. I could have actually used the actual Titan Master Jinrai, but I don't actually know where he is, but he was simple to find, so I used him, although his legs are a tad little bit too long for this, and trying to just sit him in there normally kind of like caused the ball joints to just go pop, like his legs just popped out. So yeah, he's got that little wave going, kind of like in the pictures. But yeah, that's pretty much the only alt modes right there in any of the product shot pictures right there. So, I mean, we have that. We do have that. So I'll put those guys off to the side. And then I know this is not the Grimlock with the perfect effect kit. But there we have that. And take these guns off, because this is one of the other things it ends up showing is this is a shield, and it actually shows to put the shield up through the bottom side of his hand like this. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And he's standing straight up. Okay, so there is the shield for the Grimlock. So we have that. And, yeah, and once again, it does not have any pictures about, which Dinobot is actually supposed to get which sword. So, pretty much playing this one by ear right here. And you can pretty much switch up who actually is to get what. So, I mean, obviously the bigger guys are normally supposed to get what they are getting, but so I got Sludge with the big just the black plastic sword right there. I got Mr. Snarl with the man down with the axe right there. I got Swoop with one of the plastic swords right there, with one of the I'm seeing as like some of the this one with Slag. Those swords are pretty much almost exactly the same length. It's not that much difference. So I mean, there we have that. And then I don't know. Let's actually test one of these handguns right here. Literally a handgun. So let's just try this in Mr. Snarl's hand. It actually goes in pretty easy. Doesn't actually come out all that easy. So, it actually stays in there pretty securely. So, I mean, there we go. And see, like I was saying, from a topical view, it looks like a really wide piece right there. But if you were holding like that, you would never actually know from that distinction. And of course, this would probably have to be in the other hand right here, the sword, right there, and Slag's hand. And then it doesn't really fit because of the claws, so claws on his hands. But you get a little bit of thing right there. Put him in a little sense of direction right there, so that way it doesn't look too bad in his hand. Up. There goes Grimlock. And then this can still be held. The foot gun can still be held by any of them, I would think. Oh yeah, that's actually a extremely firm grip right there, but obviously you know, Swoop is not going to be able to hold it up too high, just because his shoulder joints are quite a bit loose. But he does hold it firmly in hand, and there goes Grimlock again. Oh my god, what the heck? Oh, man, seriously down. They're down. The team is down. Alrighty. And, yeah, so that kind of takes care of your, alt mode and, robot mode configurations. So, I guess the only thing left to really do is to actually put him into, his, Volcanicus. So, I guess that is what we shall do. And, it's a good thing I have 2 sets of these Dinobots, because honestly, that would just take way, way too long to do on video. So, I mean, because the only real transformation I would really have to do is for Grimlock, and so. Do. And bringing out the limbs that I already got set up. And yes, my chair is squeaking again. I don't know why. It's probably just because there's some screws loose. Okay, I think I got everything. Alrighty. So, back that out. So yeah, definitely apologizing for the squeaky chair again. It hasn't done that in a while. So I guess I just need to try to see if I can tighten something up in there. Oh, just put... Ooh, what the heck? Okay, so just putting Grimlock back. Start off his little Volcanicus. Transformation right here for torso mode. And yes, I know. I definitely know. Not the right kind of music. I don't have my phone, so it's not like I can actually play some of the original 1980s Transformers songs right now, so sorry about that. Take care of the chest piece now. Well, you know, obviously I'm not going to go through what's what and what goes where, because the torso mode build was already in the last video that I uploaded for you guys, so don't really need to put it in there. So this is just a quick transformation into his torso mode, so that way we can just get on with the Volcanicus final build. Line that up. Get the in there. There we go. Alright. Come on, get in there. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Gotta stop doing that. Alright, so there we go. There we definitely go. And, yeah, I might possibly end up doing a comparison video between the Perfect Effect kit and the Transform Dreamwave kit. So, definitely going to end up more than likely doing that, just so that way you guys definitely do see the big differences between them. And also, when I do upload the Transform Dreamwave one, you guys can actually comment on how that one is actually compared to this Perfect Effect one. Because I will have my own opinions on the differences by then. So I do appreciate it when other people will be able to let me know what they personally think between the two of them. So, yep. There we go. A little bit of a snug fit right in there compared to... Oh, there we go. Ah! Had a little peg down. Had a peg down. Alright, and then just put the original hands back in for the little gap fillers right there on him. And, where's my other guy? Oh, shoot. Where's Slug? Where's my other Slug? I ain't even be the other hand, man. He's got to be the other hand. Where'd he go? Oh, shoot. Why doesn't this want to go in? Okay, this is definitely the first time trying to test fit this in here. There we go. Okay. Just a tiny little bit of a snug fit. Nothing to really worry about. Oh. And there we go. Yeah, because the other one was in robot mode, so I do have to put Mr. Slug into his arm mode. So if you would just hold on just a couple of seconds here while I go and do this. I know it's probably not going to be the arm mode configuration you guys are probably going to end up wanting to see, but you know, it's just the simple, basic, you know, thing. And actually, you might end up seeing different modes based upon what like Hasbro or Takara has ended up putting out compared to the third-party companies based upon what they would have ended up having for these guys. So just a little heads up, each one's probably going to be a little bit different. Try not to go based upon the product shot, because the product shots might not be the best thing to go by in some cases. just as a little bit of a heads up, because Hasbro and Takara, they tell you to put his legs sideways, just like Combiner Wars Optimus or Combiner Wars Motormaster, and big difference there, because you know the legs sideways, so the Combiner ports up front. Perfect Effect has his regular Grimlock robot legs facing out, so you can see like all the little decals right there. And then when I get to doing the Transform Dreamwave, you'll actually see that configuration in a completely new and different light. Oh, geez. Okay, so he's having a little bit of an issue standing straight forward here. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think I might have gotten that. Yep. Okay. Yep. So he is definitely standing straight up. So here is Mr. Volcanicus. In his combine mode. Or as anybody would probably end up knowing, it's just me Grimlock King mode. Me in control of all other Dinobots. So, I mean, he does kind of lean a little bit back. I think this is as far front as the feet will actually go. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Yeah, it's gotta be just the combiner ports right here. So, yep. Yeah. Yep. No, that's not even really working. Trying to straighten him up more. And yeah, I mean, he is kind of got one click forward right there, and he still wants to lean back a little bit. I wonder how he will do once we, once I give him his combiner sword right here. So, just let me put this back together really quick. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. And I might suggest putting it in Slag's hand, because he's gonna end up having the tighter joint. The tighter elbow joint. No, I probably should have made it look like his hands were closing up around it before he decided to put his hand in there. Yeah, there we go. Turn that back. Take care of his thumb. Well, I guess it's as far down as it goes. Ah, and there he goes leaning back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I wasn't purposely trying to have his sword go all that way, in that direction, in this direction, but you put the sword too far back, and the combiner joints just want to flail him backwards, and I didn't even mean to touch him right there. But yeah, so there you have Volcanicus with both of his Perfect Effect upgrade kits. The only thing I did have to say is that I kind of wish that maybe Perfect Effect had painted the hands a little bit, just so that they weren't all completely black. But other than that, I mean, the kit is completely cool. Yeah, didn't mean to stop there. We all know what's what based on my last video as far as that section goes right there. Feel free to insert joke down below. So, and then even Grimlock apparently doesn't like that joke. Or I should say Volcanicus. Seeing as Volcanicus is run by Grimlock's brain. Yeah, okay, yeah. No problem there. No problem there. But yeah, looks cool with the hands and the and the new feet. Could have been a little sturdier, but that's all just because of the joints. Not the hip joints with the new pieces, but like the combiner port joints and whatever. And you know, but the feet, the gold on the feet actually definitely match very well with the gold on the Dinobots themselves. And okay, you can stop pointing that thing at me. Apparently he just doesn't want to listen. Alright, well, until the next video, thanks for watching.